Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Returner looking to make a play here. And the returner will be brought down. So Tulane's offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. He'll love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The punt team making their way on the field. Running it back, it's Joseph. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Miami's offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting.
And it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Tulane. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Scanning the field, it's Mills. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Offense getting set. It's second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Makes a quick catch. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's second and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass not complete. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw again. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone. This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. He's back to throw again on second down. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. On the return, it's Joseph. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Mills. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And it's Tulane on top right now, Kirk. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's running out of time here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The Canes will line up to boot it away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of every...
Lofting it toward the left sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Hughes. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Physical run earns the first down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Send the back in motion. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Defense is coming after him. Down he goes. A sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Oh, and he couldn't quite make the interception. They're right along the sideline. Maybe had his eyes on the end zone. So it's going to be 4th down. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Second down play coming up. At After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds his man. It's Joseph. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Back to pass. It's Mills. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's complete downfield. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. The distance will be from 38 yards out. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They're going to run it. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Canes will have to kick this away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Handing off on the draw play. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. With the return, it's Joseph. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. And they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a big gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's the second down play. The back's got it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Bringing it back, it's Joseph. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? The shotgun running play call. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Mills. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? And the quarterback dropping back. And they've got him. The defense makes a big play in the last play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up. And it's Tulane on top right now, Kurt. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. And they'll kick it away here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They stop him, but it's a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it here. He's past the marker and still going. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This to build the lead to 6 here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Mills. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And this pass is on target. Caught. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here.
False start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. The Canes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Mills. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Canes are going to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Breaking tackles. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down. Looking to throw it again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. Right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense facing a tough conversion here, third and long from the 42. On the ground, it's Hughes. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Running it back, it's Joseph. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Canes. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, you kick the extra point to tie this up, or you go for 2 to potentially take the lead.
Extra point try coming now. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it and rig. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. They'll run it to the left. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking to pass. It's Mills. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Canes come into the final minute of play, hoping to just run the clock out. Trying to find room. It's Martinez. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.